After Nick Zeoli's service during World War II, he began his journey as an educator, sending him across the world. With over 50 years of experience in education and coaching, Nick has some words of advice for current teachers.
According to Zeoli, most times a high school is built, then a program is created to fit. As the athletic director of Wilton High School, when talk of a new school building arose, he had other plans in mind. Nick developed a program of phys ed, then designed a building to meet its needs, and so the Wilton Fieldhouse was built. Now, appropriately named the Nick Zeoli Fieldhouse, it's big enough to hold 4 full-size basketball courts, 3 tennis courts, 8 badminton courts. The list goes on. His success reached global recognition, and he was asked to represent the Special Olympics International, training coaches how to work with Special Olympians in Pakistan.
And so I went, and I taught there for 30 days. I had about 35, 40 men and women who want to coach those kids. I taught them track and field, soccer, and a little bit about basketball. And the facilities they had there were very poor. The high schools are bad and everything. Well, I did it for 30 days. They begged me not to leave, especially the women. They said, not because I'm handsome, but I was handsome once. If you saw me with hair, I was a handsome guy. Italian, you know. Anyway.
When the training was over, Nick packed his things ready to board the next flight home. While he was dreaming of Wilton, a phone call would lead him to another training adventure.
He said, well, I represent Special Olympics in this whole area. I said, yeah. He said, I'm begging you for something. I said, what? He said, you just did 30 days in Pakistan. I need you to do 30 days in Bangladesh. You know, Bangladesh is the poorest country in the world. They were part of Pakistan one time. Anyway, and I said, I want to go home. He said, please. He said, you know, the games are next year in your country. I said, all right. I said, I don't know how to arrange it. He said, your flight is arranged. You're all set by somebody's going to pick you up. Your return flight is all set. I said, what about my wife? All set. I called her. I said, oh, crying. I was a little pooped, you know. And so I did it, another 30 days.
Nick's experience in Bangladesh changed his life.
I saw in Bangladesh what the world should see. We're driving along, my guy that stays with me helps me. And I look and I see a lady laying on the sidewalk. I didn't know she was dead by then, but she looked dead. And their baby was on her belly. And a rat is chewing her kid's foot. I jumped out of the car. He said, no, if you do that, we're going to be involved. I said, I'm involved. And I called somebody, I waited, and I chased the rat away, and I got a little water right almost from, looked clean, and I washed the wound, and I waited until somebody came and did something. Then I left. I saw things like that all over Bangladesh, all over. Poor people. God.
Now as a 91-year-old man, Nick hasn't slowed down. He loves talking to educators, and Vermont teachers, he says, are doing a great job.
Up here, I am shocked. Their teachers are paid lowly. They're doing a great job in Vermont. They are doing a great job and paid less. If they were in Wilton, they'd be making 25% more money.
Nick said educators never do it for the money, and he has some words of advice for his fellow teachers.
Here's my advice. You got the job. You had a chance to leave because you didn't get enough money, but you took it. Don't alibi. Do the job, but try to create a better situation. Right? Simple. You said, I'll work for $10. Well, do it now because you took it. But try and improve it. And do it positively, no negatives. And be proud to be a teacher. Yeah. I love talking to teachers.
If you'd like the privilege of speaking with this incredible senior, visit the Castleton Community Center on Friday mornings. There are plenty more stories where this came from.